For the riders, again, spawning in red, we have the Fancy, a Mobula, being piloted by Dimentio. Top deck, Mercury. So we have Mercury up top with Flamethrower and Artemis on the upper deck, and Artemis and Carronade on the lower. Lib Clutter, another Mobula, being piloted by Luyosi, much of the same.
Okay. Is that how you're gonna close that one?
They're exactly the same. They are the same Mobula.
Okay. All right. You kind of caught me off guard there. All right. Prettiest Princess, which is a junker piloted by DJ. Where? So
Soderholm. That's how I'm pronouncing it.
I was close. So you got Gap Mortar on the left side with a Artemis on the front and double Hades on the right side. And then the only a Dust Storm, a junker piloted by Master Oddzaster. And that has got Gap Mortar on the side, a Mercury on the front, and double Hades. So almost much of the same. We've got two nearly identical builds over here on the Bards and Friends, and two completely identicals on the Riders.
It's Master O Disaster.
Master O Disaster.
You get it?
O Disaster.
Like disaster.
Oh man, that's. You should have told me that before, so I didn't have to go embarrass myself twice in a row.
I wanted to let you embarrass yourself first.
I'll tell him afterwards.
We have DJ over the shoulder boulder holder.
All right. So these junkers have very quickly gone and gotten themselves into position. They have been spotted. All spots are down. So here comes those long-range engagements. And the Bards & Co. only have that one Artemis for explosive damage. They've got 4 Hadeses. So they've definitely got the armor strip and balloon. And, I mean, fire damage isn't all that bad against the hull. So, I don't know, we're curious to see how 4 Hades on a target will end up going if they manage to keep them all up and running with all these Mercuries and Artemises.
Yeah, theoretically well. 4 Hades is going to be able to take out armor, burn things pretty nasty, but at the same time, they don't have any reliable component disable. And that's why you take, 2 Artemises instead of 2 Hades in this kind of build.
Yeah, because this game is a lot more fun when the enemies aren't shooting back.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes things easier. Fancy beginning to take a couple Hades shots, but there is definitely return fire.
Wow, Lib Clutter doing a lot of damage to the Dust Storm on the first armor break of the game.
Oh, one more shot and they are done for. Oh, and all 4 of those shots just managed to go. Oh,
I saw that. So close, but this is not going to last for very long. This is going to be a very medium range game, very kitey.
Yeah, very kitey, very disable heavy from the red team, and very Hades heavy from the blue team. Lib Clutter around the side got the prettiest princess. There is nowhere to run, and they are just getting caught in a nasty crossfire, attempting to go up over those Artemis arcs, get their hull back up fairly quickly, especially considering it's a junker, but it's not enough.
There they go. Oof, that... As soon as the only a Dust Storm backed up, that was it for its ally. The focus fire of 2 Mobulas is just way too much. These junkers were not given the opportunity to set up the way they wanted, and so they had to sort of circle around their enemies, but Hades is unbelievably hard to land when you're circling around like that.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a Hades on the front of a Mobula, you don't really have to worry about your forward or backwards movement throwing you off arcs. But, I mean, look at the disable on that junker. Well, it's dead now, but... 2 seconds ago, they were all out of guns, and Junker has a lot of guns to bear, so they were all gone, every last one.
Both Artemis and the Mercury is a really nice hard counter to the Junker because you think about it.
Clustered, yeah.
Well, one of the big advantages of the Junker is his tiny hull, and I mean, how you play. How many times has a Hades gone between the balloon and the hull for you?
Oh my god. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Artemis and the Mercury are just point and click, really.
Yeah,
it's
a little
much
bit
easier. But yeah, all things considered,
and plus,
it's way easier.
Because the hull is so small, you hit an Artemis and you hit 2 or 3 components at the same time. Now the Fancy going in hard on the Dust Storm, but the prettiest princess getting Gatling fire down, armor down on the Fancy, mortar coming out, but they're gonna rise up. Mortars follow them anyway, take out half of their perma hull.
Yeah, now there is no more to rise. well, they're out of it now. A second ago, they were hitting the ceiling. And Pretty's Princess has got a lot of flamethrower in them, but they do have that Gatling gun, Extinguish, and/or Chem Sprayed. I see that Magic Blue Fire Invulnerability, and one more mortar. No!
It would have taken 2. I think it would have taken 2. I think it would have taken 2.
I think 1 in sustained Gatling would have taken him out.
There we go,
We're
fancy.
gonna find out as the Gatling once again begins to poke away at the hole, but Pretty's Princess loses their balloon and falls out of arc very quickly. Only a Dust Storm is trying to come in to help, but the Lib Clutter is giving them a lot of engine damage. It's gonna be difficult for them to get moving too much more. Oh, but a Tar Cloud catches the Lib Clutter. Nasty.
There goes all the engines. There goes all the guns.
Wow.
One engine left and it's gone.
That may have just saved everyone's lives. Is now the... And there's only just run lining up for another Tar Cloud on the Fancy? I think so.
Prettiest Princess fighting back hard, but the Gatling's just going to go into the balloon. The Fancy is managing to keep that balloon down.
Only a Dust Storm is trying to tar, but they were out of engines. That's not gonna work for you. And,
nope.
The Lib Clutter gets most of their guns up and working, but the Fancy's beginning to take some Gatling fire. Not enough. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, they're gonna catch the reload or the disable.
Yeah, and just barely.
I mean, this is on the line, but it looks like the Junkers are definitely getting the nastier end of this. As the Prettiest Princess's hull is about to drop, their balloon is out. They are a giant Artemis hitbox. Oh, I got their balloon up last second.
And Goomba Stomp for good measure, throwing him down to the geometry. But not quite able to.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a hill that kept them alive this time, but I don't think they're going to survive this armor break, not with their balloon out.
Not at all. Fancy gets the kill for that one. In the meantime, Lib Clutter.
Yeah, also finishes off his target. 4-0 Rydrs right now. One more engagement. This could be the end. A single kill is all the Rydrs need to finish this off.
Yeah, 4-0. We have plenty of time on the clock. Yeah, this game is much different. I think that double Junker, not great against double Mobula. I already feel like Mobula counters Junker hard.
Mobula, interestingly enough, Mobula counters a fair number of ships, but they're not exactly prevalent in competitive, so we don't see many Mobulas. Mobulas counter pretty badly. Galleons, Mobulas counter really badly, especially if you throw a couple Artemises on them. Long-range Junker... or long-range Mobula versus long-range Galleon, the Mobula is going to win for sure.
Already, Artemis fire out on the only a Dust Storm. Components getting disabled. Look at that kill feed.
Hull is out.
All blue.
Artemises are going to begin to land eventually.
There they go. Wow, look at all that fire.
Wow, and
GG.
that is the focus fire of 2 Mobulas. Crazy. And that will be it for the first best of 3. Goes to the Rydrs.
Yep, that's it. Rydrs picking up their side of the bracket. We are going to move on to see the Illyrian Privateers going up against the Clamor right here. Twitch.tv/Guns of Icarus.